have left the United Kingdom and my quality of life is improving. I can see colour again. Normality is restored. Can you feel that sunshine? My goodness me. Cause Lives is a distant memory. I don't remember her. I'm not even wearing a jacket. Chai! This is enjoyment, y'all.
Would you rather leave the UK and never come back, or never leave the UK again?
Leave the UK and never come back, I reckon.
I feel like I would probably stay. There's places I could go.
I'd rather leave the UK.
Leave the UK and never come back.
Yeah, I just don't want to be on my own, like outside of the UK. It sounds boring.
Leave and never come back.
Leave the UK.
Mate, I think that's obvious, man. I'd go in a heartbeat. This country, yeah, it's in tatters, isn't it?
There's just so much out there, you know? The weather's better everywhere else than here. Probably the weather. I've never really felt at home in the UK.
You know, just all the government, it's like you're always choosing for like the lesser of two evils.
Government's on its arse, innit?
Because like there's some really, really good elements about this country. Like the people are lovely. The sense of, especially in like a city like Manchester, the sense of community is really, really, really good. But I feel like it's slowly getting worse.
If you don't like the changes that we've made, I say the door is open and you can leave.
You've probably noticed it on social media that many people are leaving the UK, not for holiday, not for a work assignment, but for good. From nurses to engineers, students to seasoned professionals, there's a quiet exodus happening. So why are so many Brits packing their bags, giving up the so-called stability of the UK and searching for better living elsewhere? Stay with me because we're going to unpack the silent truth behind this rising trend and why more people are done with Britain for good.
Decided to leave the country. We're going to move to Thailand. First reason is the school system. Schools are terrible. Kids hate the schools. Nothing's changed since the 1800s. They're just preparing our children for a future that's not going to be there. Second reason is work. I don't like my job, really. My partner doesn't like her job. We're sick and tired of getting up on a Monday, going through the same routine, and then it's the weekend, and then it's a Monday again for nothing. We pay so much tax and all these bills that are just going up and up and up. The weather is terrible. England is just a miserable place. The streets are unsafe. We're just tired. So
right now in the UK it's about 5 degrees. I'm freezing my balls off and the sun's nowhere to be seen. It gets dark at 4 p.m. and we barely get any sunshine. No wonder seasonal depression is a thing in the UK. The NHS is failing, our government don't care about us, and are we really happy? I saw this study the other day that said most people are born and pass away within a 5-mile radius. Just think about that for a second. Every person that I know that's left the UK has said it was the best decision of their life. Think about it. Do you know anyone that's regretted leaving the UK? In all honesty, I'm leaving the UK in the next couple months and I don't know when I'll be back. There's so many better places and a world to explore. It's easy to feel stuck here. There's a lot of people that live here and don't want to, but just tied down. And yes, just because you're in another country doesn't mean you don't have your bad days. But I would rather be sad on a beach with the sun shining on me than be sad in a shoebox in London and a grey sky.
The best thing ever to happen in my life was being born. But the second best thing was leaving the UK. Last year, 500,000 families alone has left the UK. If that's not your sign, I don't know what is. There's countries to move like Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Dubai, and even Somalia. The EDO members are definitely getting excited, man. This is what they've been dreaming about. But jokes aside, if you have the opportunity to move out of the UK, don't let it go to waste.
So people ask us all the time, why do you leave the UK so often? And it's mainly because building wealth in the UK is actually just really difficult. Like, it's not easy building wealth here for a number of reasons. And I thought we could just go into it.
So when you think about building wealth, there's two sides to it. One is about building your income and the second one is about building your assets. Now, it's really difficult for you to build your income and improve your income generation ability over here just because of how many taxes are coming at you. Council tax, CGT if you own a company, corporation tax, etc, etc, etc. There are just too many taxes. And so when you are able to live in countries like Dubai and get something like a golden visa where you don't even have to be in Dubai, so you can get the golden visa and then travel everywhere else but still get all the tax benefits, why wouldn't you leave the UK? And then the second thing about building wealth. Now, I don't know if you've ever heard the saying, a rising tide lifts all boats. The idea is that if something is increasing, even if you only have 1% of that, you're going to do well. Now, in the UK, the last 2 years or so, things have just been... Whereas when you travel to places like Dubai, as an example, everyone's so entrepreneurial, everyone's thinking about what they can be doing to grow. Even the government are thinking about how they can be investing to make things better. And so why would you want to be in the UK where things seem like they're going in the other direction, when in places like Bali and in places like Dubai, everyone's got this growth mindset? And so that's pretty much why we've decided that although the UK is great for so many reasons, at least for right now for us, it just isn't right.
And it's a sacrifice. Like, you're leaving your home, you're leaving your family, you know, you're not building the houses that all your friends are building, but what you are building is the cash flow. And hopefully when we come back to the UK, we'll be in a better position because we built our cash flow.
I don't know if I can continue living in London anymore. When I tell you, as a young person being in this country, sometimes it worries me that there's such a lack of opportunity currently, that the job market is so bad, that the ability to buy a house possibly may be fully out of reach for the rest of my life. There's so many things that literally terrify me about living in this country now, in terms of just, if I work hard, it may not be enough. Like, I may work my arse off for the rest of my life and it still not be enough to have a good quality of life. That terrifies me and makes me want to sometimes kind of move out of this country. I don't know if it's just me, but even the idea that I may have to work until I'm 66, it just is not feasible in my brain currently, because even working now feels so long, and I know so many people in the country are currently feeling that, irregardless of whether you're young or middle-aged, whatever it is. But I don't know, I just think, for young people, it's so hard being in this country right now, like especially young graduates going into the job market, trying to make something out of themselves, especially in what they have specialised in and studied. I just don't even know what to say. Even how much we pay junior doctors, just to start with. But yeah, I don't know if the UK seems to be something I may or may not stay here in the future. I don't know yet.
For decades, the UK was seen as the land of opportunity, a nation of order, public health, quality education, and predictable systems. But fast forward to 2025, and the cracks are no longer just visible, they are gaping. One of the biggest catalysts, the cost of living crisis. Inflation has squeezed the life out of middle and working class families. Rent has skyrocketed, utility bills feel like punishment, and even essentials like food and fuel are becoming luxuries. And imagine working full-time, yet still needing food banks for many. This is now their reality. Then there's the NHS, once a crown jewel. Now it's crumbling under pressure. Long wait times, staff shortages, and burnout have pushed both patients and professionals to breaking points. And many UK nurses and doctors are fleeing, not just for better pay, but for basic respect and quality of life. Education too is feeling the strain. Schools are overcrowded, underfunded, and often struggle to meet the needs of modern students. Meanwhile, university graduates are drowning in debt, only to face a job market that barely acknowledges their qualifications. And to that, the growing mental health crisis. Life in the UK has become a loop of hustle, bills, and burnout, with very little joy or peace. And while all this happens, many feel like the political system is out of touch. Decisions are made far above the people's heads by leaders who don't live the struggles they legislate. From Brexit confusion to immigration hostility, many feel like they no longer recognize the country they once loved. So where are people going really? So from social media, we can see that many people are migrating to Portugal for its relaxed lifestyle and affordable healthcare. Also Spain for the sunshine, family-friendly culture and lower costs. Others UAE and Qatar for tax-free income and opportunity. Australia and Canada for stability, healthcare, and a high quality of life. And it's not just the wealthy. Young people, skilled workers, retirees, they are all making the leap. Not because it's easy, but because staying feels harder. And the UK is still home for many. But for an increasing number, it's a place they've outgrown. And the truth is, living the UK isn't just about running from something. Rather, it's about running towards something better. And a life that values well-being over hustle, freedom over familiarity, and opportunity over tradition. And maybe that's not an escape. Maybe that's evolution. So if you've been thinking about leaving, you're not alone. This is more than a trend. It's a movement, and it's only just the beginning.